Hey everybody, I'm Joey Evans, and today I'm going to talk about the 10 Halloween games that you should be playing. Now, you might wonder, isn't that your top 10 Halloween games? Well, this time I'm going to try to go ahead and branch out and not do the ones that I tend to say every time. Things like Betrayal and Deception, Murder in Hong Kong, and Horrified, a lot of those like that. So I'm going to try to do a few other ones that you may not have thought about and hopefully some new ones. So I was going to do 5, but I like Halloween. Big fan. So these are 10 games that you should be playing this Halloween. Okay, now, first off, these are not in no particular order. I've got them out there, so it's not number 1 to 10 or whatever. And also, I'm going to try to be as quick and concise as possible to get these out there. So first off, it is Whirling Witchcraft. Whirling Witchcraft, I really love. This is one of our favorite games throughout the year, not just on Halloween, for year-round. It's about spells, and you're trying to overflow the cauldron of your neighbor, so you're kind of making spells. It's a recipe fulfillment type thing where you're going to get recipes, you're going to turn these cubes into these other cubes, and you're trying to input and then output to your neighbor's cauldron and hand them so many cubes that it overflows their cauldron. So you're going to keep trying to do that. This game is fairly simple, it looks good, and again, like I say, we play this year-round. This is one that we'll play with friends, and especially it fits that Halloween theme. It's very asymmetric on the way the different character powers, I guess, when you start creating these recipes and stuff. You have to have enough colors for your recipes, but you have to have enough to get these cubes out and move on to the next one. So you're kind of watching them to overflow them, but you're also watching your neighbor over here to make sure they don't overflow you. This itself, I really enjoy all the stuff going on. It feels like there's a lot going on, but it's very simple in the mechanics. So this is Whirling Witchcraft. Okay, so the next one is a very small game. It is Castle Party. Castle Party is, okay, imagine this. The Pumpkin King invites all the monsters to a fancy gala. Sounds good, right? Well, pretty much this is a flip and write game, and it's all about how you're going to arrange your guests at the party. And what I love about this, it's a polyomino game, but it's very unique because everyone's playing with the same kind of shape in the center of the table. But the shape is different depending on where you are sitting at the table. So you're going to try to put that on your board, and it's all about, putting the pattern with the monsters, and you're trying to get the shapes, get the monsters together, and trying to create that dynamic at your party for certain people to mingle with other people, groups to be together. I really like that what this game has to offer. It's different. It's got a very fun, unique look to it. It's polyominoes. It's flipping right. It's fun. It's Castle Party. All right, so this one is probably the spookiest game on the list. And it's just the way you play it has to be spooky. This is Night Cage. Night Cage, there's 2 good times to play Night Cage. Number 1, after a hurricane. Number 2, at Halloween. After the hurricane might just be me because when we have no power, this is what we pull out. But this is really fun. Now, this is very, very thematic. This seems to be, I don't want to say, but it seems to be more atmosphere than game. There's still a great game here, but it's all about building up that atmosphere. We actually have candles out, and you really immerse yourself into the theme, have kind of a low light area. Now, it's a cooperative game where everyone's trying to get out of the night cage, and your candle is slowly starting to go out. What makes this unique is there are times when you can lose. You can just die because the key could show up and then it could go away. Because the light also only extends so far, and as you walk away, certain things, if they're not lit, could disappear forever. Or if there are cracks, they could turn into a cavern and they could disappear forever. Lots of stuff could disappear forever, including you. So this has that type of tension, and I mentioned all of that trying to get out, and I haven't mentioned the fact there are monsters in there too. This game just drips with theme. I really like the look of this. This is one that we keep in our collection only for times like this around Halloween to pull it out because this game really feels good. This is Night Cage. Okay, this next one I'm going to try to give the briefest description because this is a new game and we have not reviewed it yet on the channel and we're going to, but this is Finders Creepers. Finders Creepers is a game that you're pretty much, originally I followed this, it was called Haunt the House on Kickstarter. And it came back out as Finders Creepers. This is really cool. It uses your phone in augmented reality. It was at Dice Tower West, and it's now being released. You can get this at Target. But it's a family style game, but it's kind of a memory game because you're going to show with your phone your board, and you're going to see these monsters rise up in different rooms, and then you're going to see them walk across the board and go to different rooms and then kind of go back in. So you're going to try to remember where these monsters are. And because each monster you can get rid of by using certain tokens and certain items. So you're going to try to collect those items and then go try to find those monsters and get rid of them. There's also a part in there that the monsters will then get loose and run around your house. You have to chase them and all that stuff. Again, I'm not going to go too deep into detail about this because we are going to do a full review later. But this is available at Target, something you could pick up before Halloween, and it's fun to play with the family and also adults because Jason Levine and I sat there and played this at Dice Tower West, just he and I, for quite a while, and it was a blast. So anyway, this is Finders Creepers. Okay, so this next one is one of my favorite ones because it's got cute artwork, cute minis, and it's got spook juice. This is Monsters on Board. Monsters on Board is great, and it's a dice drafting game that goes over 6 rounds, and you're drafting out of these little cars, and you're picking the die, and you're moving it over there, switching around, and you're dice drafting out of cards. That doesn't, out of cars. That doesn't intrigue you, then you're a robot. It's fantastic. So normally this has a lot of tracks, a lot of things going on, but it's fairly simple to teach and very, very fun, very thematic. It's got some meat and some puzzly decisions that you don't see when you first learn the game. There's a lot of depth to this game. This game is really, really enjoyable. Again, it's one that we play throughout the year, but it especially comes out around Halloween. So this is Monsters on Board. Okay, so this one right here it's pretty funny. You either love or you hate this. There's a game called Floor Plan, which is I guess it's a flip and ride or roll and ride. Anyway, there is now another Halloween style game, and that is Floor Plan Winchester House. So this is pretty much like Floor Plan, except it's kind of about the whole Winchester House, which is a very, very thematic type of story when you hear that story about the house. But it's also 2 floors. So like Floor Plan, you are creating your entire plan of the house, but this one adds a second element of transparency. Now, this can be fiddly. I'm going to be honest because like Chris Yee here at the studio does not like this aspect. And there are some problems with it, I will admit. But I do like what this brings to the table. It's got that second level. So not only are you wanting to arrange things in a certain way, you're also going to want to put certain rooms over other rooms, put the stairs on, and then this adds the ghost to it that will then give you bonuses that you can kind of a different way to go ahead and get different things into your house. This has this cute, very little spooky theme. Is it really thematic? No. The most thematic thing is the cover of the Winchester House, but I do like the fact of that second level. It adds literally another level to this game. But it makes sense. For me, Winchester House is a lot of fun. So try this out, Winchester House Floor Plan. Okay, so party games. Party games are one that if you have a Halloween party, you're always going to look at party games. Now, I would say put things like Telestrations, Time's Up, all that stuff on this list because those games are great for parties. But those aren't inherently Halloween games. They just really would work good at a Halloween party. Now, this one, you can mix a Halloween game with a Halloween party, and this is Welcome to the Halloween edition. So Welcome to is, if you haven't played Welcome to, it is a flip and ride style game that can be played, like they say, 1 to 99 players. So pretty much unlimited. Everybody has a sheet, but this one takes it a step further, and it's a city during Halloween. And this is great to play in large groups because you are now also collecting candy and you're collecting ghosts. And collecting candy is kind of a push your luck mechanic because you're playing the normal game of Welcome to, but as you collect candy, you have the option to go ahead and try to get a bonus score there, or if you want to just wait till later, you may wait too long, someone else will get that. I like what this game adds to it, in addition to the fact that it gives a fun Halloween theme without overcomplicating the game Welcome to, which I think is a very approachable game and really fun for a big group to do. So this is Welcome to Halloween. Okay, so this one is a 2-player game, and this is from the same company that did Bloody Inn and the same style of artwork, which I'm not mentioning Bloody End on this one because I think you should know about Bloody End. That is a great Halloween game. But if you're looking for a 2-player game, well, look no further than Dracula versus Van Helsing. It's beautiful artwork, like I said, from the Bloody End. It's a quick 2-player game. It's kind of a lane battler. And it's very quick. And where I think this shines is the end of round reveal is very exciting on this. The whole thing is you're playing the game and you're trying to read the other player. Those two things I think are a great combo. You combine that with the theme on this, the artwork, you've got a winner. Again, this stays on my shelf year round and definitely comes out this time of year. So that is Dracula versus Van Helsing. Okay, so my next one is actually an expansion to a game that's pretty old. It's got meeples in it. It's Carcassone, but this is Mists over Carcassone. I mean, imagine Carcassone, we've all played it, but imagine it adds mists, cemeteries, and ghosts. That's what this one does. So the whole thing is you're going to put the mists around, you're going to incorporate everything into it, you're going to start adding ghosts, and the ghosts will start to show up, and you can get them to disappear by completing the mists. So that itself is what this adds to it. This is my preferred way to play Carcassone because you're kind of working together to get rid of those ghosts while laying the tiles and playing Carcassone. So I will lean into this, especially this time of year. So if you like Carcassone, the simplicity it brings, this adds another layer, but it doesn't overcomplicate it and really adds that Halloween theme. So this is Mists over Carcassone. Okay, and finally, this game is one that I think I may be the only champion in this game, and I love this game. I said these weren't in any order, but I did say this for last because I love this game. This game is Frankenstein, and this is by Invaders, I think is the name of the company, but it's based on an older game called It's Alive. So I think they're both available. Probably It's Alive is more widely accessible. And I like this game because it is light. We have pulled this out at a lot of parties, not only Halloween parties, but the whole thing is you're trying to build a monster. So you've got all these pieces of the monster showing up, and you have to bid on them. Then you have to pull them into your monster. Everybody has a player screen, and behind the player screen, you're slowly building this monster. So you try to see people take these pieces, and you're like, okay, well, they've got the head. You try to see how close everyone else is to creating their monster. And the first person to create their monster just says, it's alive. So I think this game builds in the fact that you are going to you can buy the piece or you can auction it off. When you auction it off, it's great because you get the money for auctioning that piece. However, you will be giving that piece to somebody else that gets them one step closer to creating that monster. So that give and take, I think, is really fun. Combine that with a game with a fairly simple rule set that's really easy to teach. You probably teach it in 5 or 10 minutes, probably less. But then also the artwork of the new Frankenstein, it's great. Now the first, It's Alive, I think it looks good. I think it works good. The new game Frankenstein, has a couple of different mechanics with the villagers, but essentially it's the same game. I do like how it handles the villagers a bit better, but the artwork in that new Invaders copy is great. So that is Frankenstein. Whew. Okay, so that is it. Those are 10 games that you should be playing this Halloween. So if you have your favorite Halloween games or kind of spooky games, please put those in the comments because I do look for that. Hidden gems are great when you find something that has a spooky theme and actually hits with a great game behind it or even a good game. But then also if you've got ones that you just enjoy playing around this time of year, put those down there and tell me why. So make sure you comment below. My name is Joey Evans, and I'll see you later on the channel.
Hey folks, thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, you would love to game with us at one of our conventions. Check out Dice Tower Cruise, Dice Tower East, and Dice Tower West. Fantastic conventions where we play games with wonderful people, a humongous library, and lots of other events and stuff. Also, don't forget to check out our channel, like and subscribe. I'm Tom Bassel.
Wow, you actually waited here till the end, thinking there's something like secret here at the end, like a little blooper, something a little funny. Nothing funny here. But I thought since you waited here at the end, I thought if you are this close to Halloween, you may want to, probably can't order these games. So you may want to look at something that you can print and play this Halloween. So here's a couple of, without talking about them, here's a couple of print and plays that you can play this Halloween because you just get them, download them, and print them. Here we go. First off, Zombie in My Pocket. It's a great print and play. Love that one. The Cursed Menagerie. Pumpkin Patch Bad Seeds. Rest in Peace, The Asylum. This is a bit bigger of a print, but it's worth it. It's fun. And Ghost Love Candy 2, Roll and Fright. I like this one. This is kind of based on the Ghost Love Candy 2 game, and you get several different sheets with there. I think I've actually reviewed this on the channel. And then finally, Skulls of Sedlick. This is a one of those small, button-shy 18-card games, and this game is fantastic. Probably one of the best button-shy games out there, but one of those that you can print because you're really printing only 18 cards. So that is pretty much 2 sheets of 9 apiece, and you can play that. So anyway, those are a few print and play games if you're looking to get something played at your Halloween party this week.